Right, hello, good morning. I think the decision has been made in my head that we're going to, the best option today is to go to Glasgow for Blochairn because, well, it's raining, as you can see, but it looks like the rain's going to ease off about 9 o'clock. So that's why it's heading towards 6:30 right now. Normally I'd be away long before now, but oh fuck, you know that thing. Normally I'd be away. Normally I'd be away by now. So I don't really. I should be going to an indoor market when it's raining. So at Ocean Terminal, it's too much of a hassle driving down into Leith. You know, from here it's just, and then driving back out again. And generally in Edinburgh, I usually find often there's streets closed, well, like everywhere, eh? And it's just, so the thing with going to Blochairn is you don't really have that because it's just outside of the motorway. That's where I'm going right now, and the cost is about the same. There is an inside bit in Blochairn which costs more, so I'm not totally sure whether I'm going to go inside or outside, because the rain's going to go off. I reckon if I go inside and get set up, by the time I get set up and everything, pay that extra bit of money, I think the rain will stop. So what other options? Well, there's Errol. I don't like the system of getting into Errol. You've got two queues. You've got one at the gate, and you've got another one when you go in, and when it's raining they jam you all inside this hall. I never went back after they did that. That was 2 years ago, and they charged me £26 for my van, and I couldn't even get the stuff out of the van. So what's the point in paying extra for a van when you can't get stuff out? So I just thought that was a bit, they were just going for maximum profit. They weren't giving a shite about. I never went back. I didn't even think, I don't actually think Errol's that good. Other option would be Lanark, to go to Lanark. Well, that's inside. It's quite expensive. It's so much a table. It's lovely and warm. But you've got that sort of process where you have to put your stuff on a barrow, trolley it in, and then do the same at the end. Find that, you know, bit of a fucking... So Blochairn, yeah, it's fucking wet, isn't it? You just got to make a decision, haven't you? You know, Ayer's probably wet, too far away. It's not too far away, but so I think go by the forecast. It is a bit, puts you off when it's actually raining when you're going there. It does actually, yeah. And you go, oh my god, what am I doing? I must be mad, right? And but well, at the end of the day, it doesn't kill you, does it? So I'm up, and it's when you get the clock set in this fucking car. It's coming for 6:30. Blochairn's actually quite an easy place to get to. You have to pay by card there. for your rent, which ordinarily wouldn't be a problem. It depends if you're flying under the radar. It's digital ID in it, eh? So the government knows you've been there if you go there every week. But I suppose maybe a lot. Well, it's like a lot of these traders will be self-employed, but actually real traders. However, it's not really like that in real life, is it? No, not really.
Setting to beautifully spiritus sanctus vivificant vitae salubis, French, the music of Hildegard
So,
Bingen.
2 or 3 trucks floating around.
Hello, Mark Forrest, back again. Missed you. It's on the weekend off.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to get. I think I'm just plumb. I'm still sort of. I mean, I could go to Lanark. Go to Lanark. No, well, no, it might be full. It'll be raining. Yeah. That's why I like going in the van and sleeping in it. Because if I go to like Falkirk, obviously Falkirk's not on today, that's why I'm going here. But if I go to Falkirk, I can sleep in it, or I go to Interchange, I can sleep in the van, and you're there. That's me getting. I'm getting lazy, but I can't be arsed getting up. Well, obviously I've got to get up in the morning, but if you get up in the morning when you're at home and you've got to fanny around with the car and everything and get your stuff together and sort out all your shit, get in, get there. Whereas if you're there, you just fall out the door, that's you there. Like, it's brilliant, isn't it? But it's not very comfortable, is it, really, sleeping in a van, but it's quite cold in the winter. But it's not bad, really. It's the other problem with the van is it's getting really iffy. Like, it's old, worn out, fucked up. It's like me. So I wasn't going to bother doing a video now. I'm just sort of like, I was just going to do a quick I'm leaving Glasgow sort of thing. This is a problem. I'll end up doing these long videos and people don't really watch them because it takes too long. But the rain's going to clear away. Definitely going to clear away. Aye. I suppose the thing is go in there, just sit, drink coffee, eat my sandwiches and wait until the rain goes off. That's the plan. Yeah, that's probably the plan. I must get new wiper blades for this car, but the back one's all knackered. The front ones are alright, but they've been on there for a couple of years. Probably buy a set. Yeah. Tragic that laddie that went missing, and then such a outcry and social media thing, and then they find his body eventually, and then it all sort of people move on to something else, don't they? But I spoke to my pal about that. He reckons it was a, you know, I don't really want to say because I don't know. But life is precious and it can all go horribly wrong very quickly. Yeah. It can all go horribly wrong very quickly. So I was reading it, I was on Facebook this morning and I was looking at the comments Donald Trump said about the ex-Scottish minister, and there's people defending Nicola Sturgeon, and she was actually demonstratively and proven to be dishonest, you know, and her husband kind of took the blame for the motorhome. So they actually stole, you know, they without a doubt committed theft on public money by having a motorhome that wasn't theirs, and that was round to the back of the in-laws' house in Fife. And yet people still, there's a lot of people, a lot of women still fervently believe in her, and how mad are they when they can't see that she's corrupt like all the rest of them. It's because she's a woman or something, they somehow think she's a strong woman, but she's been involved in theft of public finances. It's like they still believe in that shit. It's quite incredible. It's like, what the fuck, you know, what's wrong with you? So they just, what motivates people to support these politicians, you know, I think it's all the wrong reasons. I think the reason women support Nicola Sturgeon is for some strange feminist. And this thing about this nurse, and they have this thing about, like, the Dr. Upton looks like a man in a dress. Well, what does Nicola Sturgeon look like? She looks like a man in a dress. You know, it's like they've lost their fucking minds. I think that yellow warning, high winds. They've lost their minds. Their political analysis is based on very vacuous, empty, emotional reasons. We've been over that bridge, yes we have. Yeah, we have walked over it. Yeah. So, I mean, they'll support her. I suppose that's your die-hard Nats, you know, and they're totally, like, they don't seem to see what's going on in this country, you know. It's like how the money's been wasted on shite, you know, at a fast rate of knots. And they don't really seem to care about the highest drug deaths in Europe. It's like, it's just a figure, isn't it? What are they going to do about it? So they give them somewhere to take the stuff that kills them. You know, that's fucking clever, isn't it? We've got a Mercedes coming on. Right, so we are going into Glasgow. It's much easier getting here than it is getting to Ocean Terminal. And you've got the thought of, alright, what's going on over there? Somebody's having problems. Right, so the thing with Ocean Terminal is it is dry. You know, I think this could be a bad decision that I've made here. Yeah, I think it's a bad decision, yeah. But the rain was supposed to be bad at 7 o'clock. So this is heading towards 7 o'clock, so what are you doing this for? At the end of the day, it's not going to kill me. I can afford it. I can afford to spend £20 on a pitch and get wet and not make any money. It's not the end of the world. Could have stayed at home and done stuff. Yeah, I know. Was that a roll of wire at the side of the road? Something similar. Maybe it was just that tape stuff, the sort of plastic packaging stuff. warnings for tomorrow. Right? So, and it could be that there's not that many sellers come out today. So I could get rid of some crap today. I've got some clothes and that. Let's just be confident about this going out. Look at the clear sky, look. Look at the clear skies. So all these politicians do is just go nibbling around, annoying everybody. Like, we can't drive, we can't do this, we can't do that. We're all useless. We've got to stay at home. 15-minute gulags. And all the while, people that are pushing this shit, they're flying around in fucking jets. Lear jets. And then they don't like Donald Trump, but every single thing that Donald Trump says is correct, almost. Right? I mean, he's a politician as well, so we have to assume that he's also going to disappoint you. Of course he will. And what they did is the radical trans people started using, well, academics started using the word gender, and they've turned it on them because obviously gender is a social construct, which means that it can be multiple, and it actually means general, and it means a genus. It was used in the animal kingdom to refer to different species. Species as in, you know, more than one, several. That's what the meaning of the word is. So they've actually, so Donald states there's only two genders, but I mean, I get annoyed because I know that that's the wrong meaning of the word. You know, the word doesn't mean that. So they've sort of turned it on by saying, but obviously there's two biological sexes, male and female, so they've turned that around, and Donald sort of used that as well. They all do. There's only two genders, you know. There's only two sexes, male and female, but there's a small amount. So they've got this. It's a very weird thing that's happened, and it's. I mean, I'm not at all involved in trans activism or any of that shit, and so I've been getting quite a lot of abuse because, oh, we're going to do 50 now, because the Supreme Court ruling, people think they can just say what the fuck they want, and they're going to get a shock with that, because I think the police are going to end up arresting that nurse, or at least some of the legal team, after the hearing's over, regardless of whether she wins or not, because the hate crime legislation in Scotland's so strong, and it's something about instigating hate as well. You know, like, so they could actually arrest J.K. Rowling for instigating hate. So we've got to watch here. We've got to come off at. And so a lot of people are surprised with that. So this is 50. It's supposed to be fucking 70. It's a motorway, right? So they've lowered it down to 50. A lot of people seem to be surprised that the media is pushing this narrative that she's a heroine or something. She's not a complete and utter horrible bastard, and it's not. She's not helping women. She's not helping men. She's not helping anyone but herself. But that's the way it is, and people don't see it. So another fucking rich bastard. It's not that it's going to have a fucking argument in the toilet, is it? She gets off her Learjet. She would be better keeping her head down and just getting on with selling her books instead of getting involved in that stupid bastard. It'll come back and bite her in the arse. I hope it does. It should do. So Blochairn's up here, coming off. We're coming off shortly. I wasn't really intending to do a full video, but well, there you go. So maybe we'll maybe cut it, and then for those that don't have to watch the whole thing, so I like to show the experience of entering a market or a car boot so people can see what it's like, although I don't know if anybody ever really watches it, but Blochairn, yeah, there's it there. It looks like it's easing off, doesn't it? This little roundabout. Was this here the last time? It's a new. Nah, of course it is. That's a fucking. That was there for years. That roundabout. Blochairn. So we're going away to the right. You can get confused here actually if you're not sure. If you're not paying attention, you can land up going away the wrong way. Which is what happened when I left a couple of years ago. I landed up going away onto the wrong motorway because I used to live in Glasgow, and I turned onto the wrong, and I landed up. It was really difficult to get back to where I was supposed to be going. So where the fuck are we now? Blochairn. Alright. Aye, the mistake I made. Aye. So I went away that. Aye. I think the confusion is with me that I used to live in Glasgow and I used to come off, so it's up here, turn left. And I made the mistake of turning left there once before. I have videoed around a bit here. It's quite a scary area really, but I don't think I'll be doing that at the end. Probably not. I think it's the right decision to come here. I can see it fairing up. I think it's the right thing to do. Yeah. I think I'll just go outside. I think I will, yeah. I think so. The budgies round there, up there on the right. Go in there. It's probably still open. It doesn't look too bad, does it? It's almost like it stopped raining. There's the budgie. Which is the little egret, which isn't the bird that you see very often. Glasgow. In Yorkshire, reliably told. Right, so here we are.